kind of a light Thursday, but there's a couple bangers. We have a solo game at 1:00 p.m.
2 standalones, actually, 1 and 4.
Yeah, that's true. As Utah Valley, the Wolverines come into Grand Forks, not putting up with your bullshit. They're catching 4.5, or no, they're laying 4.5 in Grand Forks. I will start with Utah Valley. You think I'm supposed to just buy in North Dakota State because, I'm sorry, North Dakota, not North Dakota State, because they beat Dickinson State? No.
If there's 500 Dickinsons on that team's pretty good, right?
Oh, I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy because I'm not a big fan. But yeah, you want to do battle, Mac? Take North Dakota.
Yeah, I don't think I could take North Dakota. I actually like the Utah Valley program. I'll join you. There will be nobody at this game. I don't think it's an elementary school game either. So let's go. Give me Utah Valley. I'll join you.
Double lock. Bieniek. What are you doing here in Grand Forks?
They're the Wolverines. Why wouldn't I bet them? Utah Valley.
They did chop early.
Triple lock. How about that? He comes right out of the hospital. First pick. He's like, I'm done with your bullshit, guys. Let's triple lock the Wolverines, the real Wolverines. Triple lock on Utah Valley. Lindenwood, the penitentiary, is heading to New Orleans.
You got slides here, by the way, Colby. I don't know if you forgot.
Yeah, I can't handle things, man. New Orleans is laying 1.5 against the penitentiary. I'm actually seeing that this line is now 1.5 in Lindenwood's favor. I swear it was New Orleans earlier.
The cocktail napkin agrees with the line movement. It would have been wrong team favorite at this number. Lindenwood is -3.5 on the cocktail napkin. And yeah, this game is nowhere near either campus for what it's worth in Moon Township, Pennsylvania, on Robert Morris's campus. So I'm gonna take it with lay the number now with Lindenwood.
I'm gonna lay it too, and I'm gonna lock it up with you, buddy, because
I'm not locking it. I'm not.
You have to. It's standalone.
Oh yeah, sure. This is.
Dude, let's go, Lindenwood.
That's the only reason why I'm locking this.
Did you see their performance against St. Louis College of Pharmacy? They shut them down.
I did not catch.
They shut them down. I'm pretty sure your doctor that you saw the other day is just over there teaching classes at St. Louis College of Pharmacy. All right. Mac, where are you going here?
Oh yeah. I'm on Lindenwood here. New Orleans, I actually thought they played well the other night, but I thought that was an all-out effort against Troy just to keep it around 15. I think Lindenwood puts it on him here. It's only the third game of Stacy Hothwell here, so let's go. Lindenwood.
They're cracking me up. Take that, pharmacist. Fucking take on the penitentiary. You ain't going to do shit.
We're going to fuck them up, baby.
Dusa in the chat is going with New Orleans. He wants to do battle. All right, let's do it. Eastern Michigan is heading to IUPUI. Eastern Michigan's laying 2.
IU Indy now.
No, it's IUPUI. Ooey pooey.
Respect their rebrand. They're a completely different team. They're playing so much better now. They're winning this game outright.
IUPUI, I do agree with you. They will win this game outright. Mac, what are you doing here? I agree. Yeah.
Why is Eastern Michigan get this shit out of here? Laying points. The Jags outright, baby.
Triple lock. I mean, it's just too easy. It's too easy right here.
I didn't say lock, but I'll take the nudge. I think they win it outright. So. Yeah.
Triple lock.
Eastern Michigan has a little bit of a letdown game after their 25-point win against Siena Heights.
They're a letdown program just altogether.
Nichols. Let's talk about this mascot battle.
What in the
This is
world do we?
great. Look at this shit.
What is going on here? Like this is we talked about Northern Kentucky. It's like you're playing fucking a game of Golden Axe over here. If you played Sega Genesis here,
Colby, where did
Final
you?
Fantasy. What's up?
I love this slide for what it's worth, but where did we get the IUPUI IU Indy number?
That was on DK earlier, but it was a.
They're laying points now.
Okay, I mean, I made the slides to be fair 4 or 5 hours ago.
If IU Indy's not laying points, I'm not betting that game.
Oh, so it's a double lock. Okay, I'm still locking it.
I mean, +2 to -1.5. That's a 3.5 point move.
Colby and I are locking up the money line. That's what we're
Yeah.
They're gonna win.
What?
Nichols, we should talk about this logo here because how did they sneak this by America? This is not.
It's a culture about it.
It's a very interesting logo. And what's he holding? Like brass knuckles, or is that what is that? Is he just on his sword or his nightstick? About to it's just very questionable stuff as Northern Kentucky playing Final Fantasy, and then you get Nichols, wrapped that up to saying that's a logo of Hitler. This makes this game. This might be the best slide of all time when I think about this. Northern Kentucky's laying 5.5. Over under set at 142. Give me Nichols plus 5.5. That I can't fade that. Like I want to fade that thing, but he's got his brass knuckles. He's gonna take on this fucking Viking. Mac, what are you doing here?
I agree with you. I like Nichols here. I think Northern Kentucky just played 2 hard bye games coming back home. I think sometimes it takes a lot out of these teams to get up for these bye games against Purdue, Florida State. Nichols isn't bad under Sadler. So yeah, let's go. Give us the Hitler looking like.
I will say Cincinnati's on deck for Nichols on Friday.
You remember when Michigan State football was just doing random Hitler trivia?
Yes.
At the football stadium.
Yes.
Like who led? It was like in a positive way. Who led the Germans into wherever, what was the exact question again? Yeah. We're just random that guy got fired, right? Or did they just give him
they made sure to announce that the activities director was fired after that.
What a trivia question.
It was all over my algorithm because that was during the Michigan game, Michigan State, Michigan. So there was like
just so random. It's like what German leader took on Poland and won, or what? What was the? Can we find that question and put it up on the board?
Shit was hilarious. It was like, good God, that's Hitler.
Well, the best part about it was like the trivia question before was like some just random shit about like
random trivia. It's on Kahoot.
First Sprite was made in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh, question 2: where did Hitler go in, or where did the German leader destroy Poland, or whatever it was?
People my age know what Kahoot is. It's just basically a random quiz generator, and they got fucked over by that. Somebody lost their job, unfortunately, because of that.
It was like, damn.
You know what? That guy just probably hated the fact that he had to put like that Sprite question there, and he's like, I wonder what I can do creative after this to get it back. Just a great story.
I will say Nichols has Cincinnati here on Friday. So that just gives me even more of a reason to be on Northern Kentucky here at home. So I'm going to lay the points with the Norse. Their Cincinnati game's not till Tuesday. This is a little 3-team MTE.
All right, let's move forward. Coppin State's taking on UMBC. This logo's just fire. It looks like what's it? Wile E. Coyote. UMBC is laying 10.5 against Coppin State. This is a rivalry game. Mac, we have to lock up Coppin State here.
I'm looking up the history. So last year, though, they beat them by 20 at Coppin. Year before that, they won by 27. Year before that, 17. Oh, God, I kind of want to bet fucking UMBC. I think they're good. I mean, Coppin just covered against UVA. They're good for the month.
You're damn right. You're damn right. They did. I was on that, buddy. All right.
They're going to get killed.
Yeah? No. Larry Stewart, he's from Baltimore, man. You know?
He's been from Baltimore the entire time he's been the coach there. They continue to get
You want to do a little battle? You want to do a little battle?
Yeah, I'll battle you. Give me UMBC.
Noah?
No, you guys are maniacs for putting money on this game.
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
I'll lay it for you. I'll lay it with UMBC for what it's worth.
All right. We got a battle in Baltimore. Dundee with Coppin State flapping those wings. Moneyline Mac trying to sniff out another lock battle win with the Retrievers. That doesn't even look like a retriever the more I think about it.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That looks like a fucking like a hound dog or something. You know what I mean? Like
ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Oh, there you go. See?
That's what he's doing in the hospital.
Singing fucking Elvis Presley in the hospital. How many hours were you sitting in the hospital bed,
Rob
buddy?
Donaldson says if my dog sprouted opposable fingers and started sprinting at me, I'd assume my life was over.
Next up, Bryant, the Bulldogs taking on the Buffalo Bulls. Remember that time you guys locked up Notre Dame?
Yeah, this line's a little off.
Oh, my bad. I did mess up this one. Bryant is laying 4.5. My wife called me in the middle of this. This must have been the one, I think. So Bryant is laying 4.5. I actually think we should lay the 4.5. I will lay the 4.5 with Bryant, and I will lock it up. Mac.
I was laughing at Rob saying, "Lay it with Penn State."
What are you doing here, buddy?
So Bryant just lost that overtime game. I'm going to be on Buffalo, but I don't want to bet Buffalo.
It's okay.
I'm going to lay with Bryant. Like Max said, they lost the Siena game. Buffalo off of, putting up a fight against Notre Dame the other day. I think it's just a better spot for Bryant. I don't know who, personally, I don't know what Buffalo's up to this season. I didn't love what they had in the preseason, but they've had some all right games, all right outcomes. So, yeah, I'm going to lay it with Bryant.
Actually, I'm going to Benedict. I'll lay it with Bryant.
Lock it with me. Don't be such a coward over there. Good God.
What's your reasoning for locking it? You didn't give one.
What I mean, Bryant lost in overtime. And then Buffalo just played really good at Notre Dame. They're going to come back home. Remember what they did prior? It's all about the spot.
I forgot they just played out of their mind at Notre Dame. Yeah, I'll join you. You talked me into it.
There
Bryant,
you go. That's what friends are for.
They need a win.
That's what friends are for right there. Jump on over. Lay the points with the Bryant Bulldogs. Moving along. Stonehill. It's heading to Bob Morris.
That's a hell of a logo for both schools.
Yes, a doubleheader in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. What are you doing with your day? Stonehill, look at this eagle. He's got the goggles.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
Robert Morse is laying 10. 10.5 I see now, actually. Give me Stonehill plus 10.5. Mac, what are you doing here?
I think they're baiting the fuck out of you to take Stonehill. I'll lay with Bob Morris. That's a cringe lock. I think Bob Morris is dying to beat up on somebody, and this could be the spot.
Yeah, I don't love the line movement on this one because honestly, Cocktail Napkin does not love Robert Morris this season. But they're hosting their little MTE here, and I think they'll win this first game. So, and Robert Morris needs a win because their only win this season is against Chatham, and I had some buddies that went to Chatham, so not too hot so far this season.
Anyone locking this?
Check the picks page. I may fucking do it.
Next, we go to Jacksonville, Florida, where the Dolphins are laying 5.5 against South Carolina State. Let me get this straight. South Carolina State's 2-1. They just beat Voorhees. Jacksonville just lost. I'm going to lock up Jacksonville -5.5. Give me the Dolphins. Let's get it done here at that Swisher Gymnasium. Shout out to Swisher, if you know what I mean.
Nick Swisher?
No, but you know what I mean. I think you do at least. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, so South Carolina State picked them off last year in Orangeburg. So I like the revenge angle. I'll lock up Jacksonville with you. Good spot coming back home.
Do we have a triple lock, Noah Bieniek?
No, I'm going to lay it with the Dolphins, but I'm not jumping on the lock with you guys. Yeah, I'm staying away. Iveta with some history. They've named it after the Swisher cigar family.
Cigar family. No, but that's fantastic. Look, Mississippi Valley State's catching 33.5. This logo is fire. I'll be honest. Missouri does a good job with theirs too. This is just a good logo matchup. Mizzou's laying 33.5. I will lay it. Should we lock this, Mac?
It's tempting. I mean, let's take a look at Val. Let's dive into.
You can't possibly be laying 33.5 and feel good about it with Missouri right now.
They're not on a big travel spot. I'm just going to lay it, but I'm not betting Missouri. I hate this team.
I might like this. Fringe lock potential for me. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I am going to take the points. I think it's a little too many for Missouri.
Shout out to Thad Truth. He's saying Missouri going to kick their ass. Valley is trash. They are trash. I'm with you, man.
They're getting 33.5 for a reason.
Yeah, that's pretty.
How about this?
Of it.
Let me ask you this. Cannabis Capper bringing up a good point. Their team total is 53.5 points. This is a team that only scored 66 points against Mississippi University for women.
I don't know. They scored 44 against Iowa State. Iowa State's got a much better defense than Missouri. That's kind of how I look at it so far.
I'm out on this game.
I might dabble. Check the picks page.
Colby's on a roll if he's looking to lock that game.
You're damn right I am. All right. I've had I've had 6. What was this today? Last Thursday. I want to say I've had 6 winning nights out of 7. Might be 5 out of 6 though. Northern Iowa's heading into Wichita.
Lock.
Take on these Shockers. Wichita State's laying 7.5. Moneyline Max already saying lock on who?
Northern Iowa. This is an old Missouri Valley rivalry. Northern Iowa just got embarrassed at home. Wichita's good. Don't get me wrong. But now expectations 2-0. Old rivalry. I love Northern Iowa here to stay within the number. This is Belmont and Lipscomb for me the other night. Comes right down to the wire.
I'm also taking the points here. I think Northern Iowa has some good continuity on the roster coming back from last year. And that result from the other night where they got blown out on their home court by UC Irvine, I don't think that's a whole lot of what you're going to see from the Panthers this season. I think this is a bounce back spot.
I'm going to take Wichita. I was very close to battling you guys, but the Irvine win is the one thing that's talking me off of this. So I'm going to take Wichita, no battle. But from what I remember back in the old Valley days, playing at Wichita was an automatic loss for you and I. It was when Wichita went to Cedar Falls that was an automatic loss for Wichita, I felt like. But
7.5 though.
It's true. But I kind of like this Wichita team after that Hilltopper game. Moving along, the Salukis of Southern Illinois are heading. Didn't they knock off? And damn it, I fucked up
2
the
or
line on
3
this one
years
too.
ago.
Oklahoma State's laying 11.5. Disregard that line up top.
Yeah, they won 2 years ago. Or no, they won last year.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oklahoma State's laying 11.5 against the Salukis. Over unders at 158.5. I'll take the Salukis in the 11.5. Mac.
So actually, they did a home and home. I remember now. They did a home and home. Southern Illinois won back-to-back years over them. I'm going to be on the Salukis, definitely. I mean, should we lock the Salukis?
And by the way, this is in Stillwater. I don't know how I'm just fucking up left and right here.
Yeah.
It's not in Carbondale. This is in Stillwater. It's not Wichita State playing. It's Southern
Last
Illinois.
year, Southern Illinois won by 2 in Carbondale.
Yeah, and then the year before that, they won by 1 in Oklahoma State.
We should lock 11.5 is too big.
Yeah, and Nagy's a good coach. I mean, they won with Mullins.
Yeah, let's go. Double lock on the Salukis. Plus 11.5. Triple lock?
Why not? Cocktail Napkin's got this thing at 9. This has been close in recent years. Both of these two programs, new regimes here under Nagy and Steve Lutz. Yeah, why not? Let's lock this thing up. Let's have
triple lock on the Salukis. Morehead State is heading to Chattanooga. Take on the Mocs. Chattanooga's laying 11.5. Over under at 142.5. I've been horrible on Chattanooga this year, but give me Chattanooga minus 11.5. Mac?
Chattanooga fringe lock. I'm going back to the well here. I just think they're way better than their 0-3 record. And now they're finally playing a home game after 3 straight on the road, looking to take it out on somebody. Morehead's in the way. Morehead's not as good as they've been in the past. It's a little bit of a brand name here. So, yeah, I'm on the Mocs.
Yeah, I'm also going to lay the points here with Chattanooga in their home opener. Cocktail Napkin only has them as a 9-point favorite here against Morehead State, but they have played without 2 starters up until this point. Last game, I remember reading that they all at least warmed up before that game, but the 2 forwards still missed. So they could be ready to play in this home opener. That might be what they were holding them out for. So we'll see. That one might be a fringe lock.
Let's lock this.
I'll do it. Let's go.
Let's lock this. We are betting on Chattanooga, the Mocs at home here. Remember they were in California taking on playing games. So back home, get that dub. Lay the points. Moving forward. Northern Colorado is heading to Brookings, South Dakota.
What the hell is this line?
Yeah. The stink. It's here. God. South Dakota State's laying 2.5. Northern Colorado did play my Buffs really well. Probably should have won that game. This line.
KenPom has this Northern Colorado -1.
What?
It's crazy.
Give me South Dakota State.
I like South Dakota State. I think you're getting this at a pretty good discount here.
Colby, we got to fade Northern Colorado off the freaking Colorado game.
They played another one after that, though.
Colorado Christian.
Yeah.
Wait. This game is not at...
Yes, it's not in Brookings. It's in Rapid City, South Dakota.
So, but sorry, I didn't know the difference.
It's still in South Dakota. They'll still show up. They showed up at the Pentagon, which was like a 45-minute drive. It's still in South Dakota. So
I love how South Dakota just takes a tour around their fucking home state, playing all these home games.
I actually like it.
I know it throws me off.
The line is that why the line is this?
Yeah, now it makes sense. Northern Colorado might be the right side, actually.
I'm taking South Dakota State. No lock.
Wow. It's a 5-hour, 35-minute drive from Brookings, South Dakota to get to Rapid City. How far is it from Greeley?
How far from Greeley? Yeah.
Yeah, it might be closer to Northern Colorado.
Northern Colorado fans, look, I've spent some time in Greeley. They're not making the fucking trip. All right.
It's true.
I'm on Northern Colorado.
No, it's still a 10.5-hour drive from Greeley.
Yeah, I think Northern Colorado is going to win the game.
Wait, I did that to Brookings.
South Dakota State won the big one against McNeese, played with fire against Long Beach. I think they get picked off here by Northern Colorado. Give me the Bears.
It's the same amount of drive. It's for both of them. It's smack dab right in the middle. 5.5 hours for both, basically.
Why aren't they playing it in Brookings? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, or Greeley. This is stupid. This is why college basketball. This is where they fuck it up. This is where they fuck it up. It's like, what is this? This is a perfect opportunity. I don't get it. I'm
gonna take South Dakota State. No bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna take South Dakota State too. LSU is heading to the Little Apple to take on Kansas State. It's the old school K-State logo there. Kansas State's laid 7.5. Give me LSU plus 7.5. Mac, what are you doing here?
K-State. I've had a hard
Big
time
12.
pressing. Yeah, Big 12.
Twist
non-con.
Mac's arm.
No, been fucking the SEC up.
Auburn had something to say about that.
UCF beat A&M. Home court, lock K-State. They're
home court. Auburn goes into Houston and knocks off your top.
That was
team.
a fucking neutral site. Get the fuck out of here.
What are you talking about? That was in Houston.
Is that a fucking NBA arena? That's not a home court. K-State.
That is the home court. Everybody was talking about that was Houston's home crowd.
K-State lock. We're gonna send you back to the hospital here in a second. K-State lock.
Money line, Mac, lock it up to Wildcats. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I don't know what to make of either of these teams so far this season. I don't think Kansas State's looked too impressive this season, but I was a little bit higher on the Cats than I was LSU, who, they murdered UL Monroe. I don't know what the Warhawks are going to offer us this season. And Alabama State gave LSU a little bit of a fight. And, they actually caused a little bit of havoc in the half court defensively. And there's one thing that Tang is able to get out of his teams, and it's defense. And I think Kansas State's able to cover the 7.5 here.
All right, moving forward, Grand Canyon taking on another neutral site game, though. It's not in Tempe. They're going to Phoenix.
Grand Canyon's in Phoenix.
It's not their home stadium, though, buddy.
No, I know, but it's in Phoenix. This is at the.
Why not just play it at the home stadium? It's stupid.
This is at the Suns Arena, for what it's worth.
Who makes these calls? Grand Canyon's laid 5.5. It's a little brother angle. Give me Grand Canyon minus 5.5. Mac?
It's little brother, but they're laying points. I think Arizona State, just like the Santa Clara game, is going to go, enough with this fucking disrespect of fucking Arizona State. I'm locking Arizona State. I think they're going to win. They just played Gonzaga tough. They beat Santa Clara. Grand Canyon's feeling themselves. Everybody's telling them how good they are, just like McNeese. Arizona State outright.
I don't think I'm gonna lock this, but I think the line's telling you it's Grand Canyon. Bieniek?
Cocktail Napkin only got this at -1 for Grand Canyon. I again think it's a little bit of an overreaction on Arizona State's not looking too strong to begin the season. A lot of people are really high on Grand Canyon. This is Tyon Grant Foster's first game of the season. And albeit he is their best player, he is a little bit more ball dominant than, Grand Canyon's been operating at, through the first couple of games. Ray Harrison had been kind of the ball dominant guard here. Jacoby Coles had been breaking out a little bit in the first 2 games, and now you're going to have, the guy inserted back into this. How is that going to gel to the team that's already been playing without him for 2 games? I think Arizona State has a little bit more momentum coming into this. They're holding their heads high after competing with Gonzaga. Preseason, I was circling this as a Grand Canyon money line spot. I think 5.5 is a little bit too rich for my blood. I'm going to take the points with the Sun Devils.
All right. Moving forward, Texas A&M Corpus Christi is heading into Las Cruces, New Mexico to take on New Mexico State. This fire-ass logo. New Mexico State can do no wrong on any of their logos. Now the Corpus Christi logo, someone explain to me what the hell is going on over here.
What the fuck is that?
Is that an episode of Scooby-Doo? That's the fucking villain.
It's an island.
New Mexico's laying 6.5. Or sorry, New Mexico State is laying 6.5. I'm actually going to lay it here. I'm going to lay the 6.5. Mac, what are you doing here?
I think I'll take Corpus Christi. I've been impressed with them. New Mexico State coming off.
They looked good the other night.
They did. They're coming back home. I think it's a competitive game. Give me the points, no bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay the points with the Aggies here at home. Tough place to play. And the Islanders, they played a couple of circle these non-con opponents at Purdue and New Mexico. New Mexico kind of ran them off the floor. They played well against Purdue for a little bit there. New Mexico State's not technically one of those that I think you're going into the season excited to play for. Where I think the Aggies, they're coming back home after the Utah Tech win. I think they cover the 6.5. I think they win by 7 or more.
All right. Northern Arizona is heading to Stockton, California, where Pacific's laying 5.5. Lock. Give me Pacific minus 5.5. Kind of like I've caught them twice now. I think they're decent. Mac?
I'm torn. I'm going to take Northern Arizona. I like the fade teams coming off Hawaii. No bet though.
Bieniek?
Yeah, I'm actually going to lock the Jacks here, the Lumberjacks of Northern Arizona. Cocktail Napkin has them -1. Wrong team favored in this spot. I wasn't even going to take into account Mac's point there of Pacific coming back after the Hawaii trip here, but a lot of returning production on this Northern Arizona team. They were my sleeper in the Big Sky. It's a really experienced backcourt. They return 6 seniors into this year's team. They returned 4 guys that played 28 or more minutes from a season ago. The backcourt's got 3 guys that put up double-digit points per game. Northern Arizona, I think, has that continuity that you're looking for compared to the Pacific team that brings a lot of its core from the D2 level and JUCO. I'm going to lay the points with the road team in Northern Arizona here.
We got a battle in Stockton. Dundee with Pacific. Bieniek with the Lumberjacks. NAU. Let's go.
Let me just mention that Colby just doesn't like NAU. They stiff armed him of media passes 2 years ago. And it's just haunted him.
We have corrected that. Shout out to the good people. And by the way, if you're going to the Grand Canyon game or Arizona State game or NAU games, shout out to Venezia's Pizza. You got to go there. Check out that best pizza in the Pacific time zone. Let's go. NAU. I got a video from Coach inviting me back there. I'm just a little too stubborn to go right now. All right. And I'm far away, but anyway, good battle there. Omaha heading to Vegas to take on the Rebs. UNLV's laying 15.5. I'm going to lay it. Mac?
Me too.
I think I'll lay it. I'm not a big Omaha guy. It's I'm not high on their team, and UNLV, they are they're coming out the loss in Memphis.
Loss.
Nice little get right spot.
I agree.
Final game on the slate. Seattle's heading to San Luis Obispo, and I got myself a lock, and I got myself a money line play. Give me Cal Poly. Sprinkle that money line. I'm getting 6.5. It's got that John Madden money. $30 million or $35 million. Give me the Mustangs. Let's go, Mac.
I join you here. I like Cal Poly a lot. This year they're way improved, and Seattle's not the same team away from the crack house.
Bieniek.
Yeah, you guys know what I say about Seattle. Don't take them when they're not at the crack house. And Cal Poly, much like Max said, they're really improved under Mike DeGeorge. I've said it a couple of times on the show, but it's still the preseason. They brought in 4 guys from D2 Colorado Mesa who followed Mike DeGeorge. They competed in the first 2 games against San Francisco and Cal, both of them better programs. Cal Poly hung in until the last 5 minutes in both games. Seattle dropped a little bit of a confusing one at home to Liberty. It was a close game, and then they lost at Eastern Washington, of course, when they were on the road here. I don't know if Cal Poly's necessarily live to win this thing, but they're covering this thing. Give me the points. Lock it up. Triple lock.
Boom. Mustangs plus 6.5. Sprinkle that money line. Triple lock. Folks, and that is our show. Top plays of the night. I will say I'll be honest. I love Utah Valley. I'm going to put that as one of my 3. For a second one, give me the likes of Cal Poly. And the third one will be Bryant. Those are my 3. Mac, fire away.
So I will go. I'm going to go Northern Iowa is one of my favorite ones. I love Chattanooga. I love the spot there for them. And then I love K-State over LSU. They should have a raucous environment for an SEC team coming in. Don't trust LSU on the road.
Bieniek.
My favorite play of the day is Northern Arizona plus 5.5. Sprinkle the money line. I like Cal Poly plus 6.5. And then Southern Illinois plus 11.5. It's a dog-filled card today, guys.
Don't let the dogs get hot, to quote my buddy Stone LeBanc, Southern Illinois quarterback. Folks, give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Also, please DM him any remedies, all right, that you've heard of around the world. We got to get him healthy. We got March Madness coming, dude. Now's not the time to kick the bucket. When do you guys want to die? Like what month?
Not soon.
I've always thought, give me a July death.
Oh, that's my birth month.
Yeah, that's probably why. That's probably why I want to die before your birthday. But no, I've always wanted a July death. I think like after 4th of July, have some cocktails. Give me like a July 12th death or something. You know, don't get too heavy into college football preseason. You know what I mean? Mac, when do you want to die? What month?
May seems like a good month to go.
Yeah. Basketball just ends.
See you guys.
Yeah. Bieniek, what month do you want to die?
August. The dog days of summer.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something we should all think about, what month you want to go. Folks, that's our show. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Check out the Big 12 Experience and the Ryan and Rush Show. I'm on Twitter at @TheColbyD. Check out the college basketball the college football experience. And don't forget Bieniek in the college baseball experience. That show's fire. Always dealing out winners over there, serving high heat.
Preseason prep preseason prep beginning pretty soon here. Wow, that was a mouthful.
There we go. Get on over there, subscribe, check it out. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast and the Bottom Line Bombs Podcast as well. And don't forget about the college basketball pregame show. Yes, thank you, Trevor. Shout out to Trevor. Shout out to everyone else contributing. Shout out to these 2 guys who's been just holding it down on the college basketball experience, really through the whole season. So check out that. Well, nothing better like line movement. There's a lot of line movement from tonight and tomorrow. Check out these pregame shows. They're all fire. Till next time, folks. This is the College Basketball Experience. What time's that pregame show at?
6 o'clock Eastern every single night, Monday through Friday.
Hell yeah.
It's the Eastern thing that got me. Yeah, let's go. Till next time. Check out that show. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Vietnam, LOB, Brooklyn, my brethren on the other side, pay respect, give a call, let them know I'm stepping on their curves, so no misunderstanding come amongst us. Commission made the move. And if I violate the code, I just might get found on a desolate road. But that just happens to a sneak thief. Me, I'm the chief of my conglomerate. 5 deadly venoms, I promise this. Match a manpower, make the earth rain. Hell, snow, and quake like bombs blowing up in Kuwait. And if a cat up on those seas team, fuck on my bed. I ask a favor of the laws and send them out to slay red. I said, I'm fucking red times, crimes, and trying to lump these with pockets and sleeves. Lift the dip and get greased. The copper please, they freeze. Like rain in the breeze, the dead rabbit plug up. Scottish ass on the squeeze, got you on the home base. Push your days in shape, better watch what you say. Cause dropping dimes don't pay. In a 10-cent city, yo, the lords don't play. It's